Shadows gather as a notorious gang plots an audacious heist. The year was 1950. Boston, a city steeped in history, was about to witness an audacious crime. A group of seasoned criminals led by the ruthless Tony Pino gathered in the shadows. They were planning a heist, a robbery of unprecedented scale. Their target, the Brinks armored car depot. Weeks turned into months. The gang meticulously studied the depot's routines. They observed guards, analyzed schedules, and mapped every inch of the building. They even timed the traffic lights on the escape route. Every detail mattered. Failure was not an option. The stakes were incredibly high. The potential reward, millions of dollars in cash and valuables. The risk, a lifetime behind bars or worse. But greed and ambition fueled their determination. They were willing to risk it all for a shot at unimaginable wealth. January 17th, 1950. A cold wind whipped through the streets of Boston. The Brinks depot was shrouded in an eerie silence. Inside, unsuspecting employees prepared for another routine day. They had no idea that fate had other plans. At precisely 6:55 p.m., a group of masked men disguised as police officers stormed the building. They moved with military precision, their movements practiced to perfection. The employees, caught off guard, offered no resistance. They were quickly subdued and bound with ropes. For the next hour, the gang worked swiftly and silently. They emptied the vault, filling duffel bags with cash and valuables. The loot was staggering, over $2.7 million, the equivalent of over 30 million today. Then, as quickly as they had arrived, they vanished into the night. News of the audacious heist spread like wildfire. Boston was in shock. The audacity of the crime, the sheer amount stolen, and the flawless execution sent shockwaves through the city. The public was both terrified and captivated. Law enforcement faced immense pressure to bring the perpetrators to justice. The FBI launched a massive investigation. Every detective, every lead, every shred of evidence was scrutinized. Suspects were interrogated, witnesses questioned. Yet the gang, bound by a strict code of silence, remained tight-lipped. They melted back into the city's underbelly, confident that their meticulous planning had guaranteed their freedom. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The investigation seemed to be hitting dead ends. The city held its breath. The question on everyone's mind was, who were these daring criminals and would they ever be caught? Time, however, was not on the gang's side. The pressure of living a lie, the constant fear of capture, and the lure of the stolen fortune began to take its toll. Paranoia set in, mistrust festered. The once unbreakable bond between them began to crack. Joseph Specs O'Keefe, a key member of the gang, became their undoing. Driven by a combination of guilt and fear of being implicated, O'Keefe made a fateful decision. He decided to cooperate with the FBI. His testimony, along with crucial evidence he provided, shattered the gang's code of silence. The dominoes started to fall. One by one, the members of the gang were arrested. Their days of freedom were over. The trial that followed captivated the nation. The public was enthralled by the audacity of the crime and the dramatic downfall of the perpetrators.